Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Vince McCann with you here, and we're going to do some Fire Pro here. Could not believe that there's no Nick Aldis already up, so we're going to probably make one of those. And before we get there, though, let's see. I was thinking of, and we're going to talk about All Out, or All In, but I'm All Out. All Out of Patience for Bad Wrestling and False Promises. Hopefully everybody's familiar with the Emperor's New Clothes. That's an old story that most kids are taught. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. There you are. I was going to say, I know I got one. Ring. Okay, that's all up and ready. If you saw, I'm going to refer to it as a pay-per-view because I paid to view it. If you saw All In yesterday, I want to hear from you. What's up? Panda in the house. Samurai in the house. And more people entering the house. Wipe your feet before you come in on the carpet. That's all I ask. Okay, I think we're all ready to go here. So like I said, nobody made a Nick Aldis. Tried to download one just now. There isn't one out there. I even tried Magnus, and there's not one of those out there. So we'll go with this, and I guarantee it's going to be better than anything we saw last night. Okay, as long as your house broken, man. I hate having to clean up shit after people like to leave it on the floor and stuff. All right, well, if you didn't watch last night's pay-per-view, consider yourself fortunate because you're $35 richer, and that's money better spent on damn near anything else. I was talking earlier about the Emperor's New Clothes. I'm going to presume everybody's heard that story, but just in case somebody out there hasn't, the story goes in a nutshell that the Emperor decides one day that he wants to have the greatest clothes in all the land. He wants to have an outfit that nobody else ever has. So he hires the greatest seamster in the land. This guy does the greatest clothing line ever. And he says, I want you to make something that you've never made before that no one else will have. It'll be the greatest thing in the world. And the guy goes to work. And after doing all these weeks of work, finally says, Your Highness, I have the outfit for you. And he presents him with nothing. There's nothing but air. And he says, No, Your Highness, you're not seeing it. It is spun from the finest silk in the world. It is so thin, it is so sheer that you really can't see it with the naked eye. But if you look at it the right way, and only the best, the smartest people can really, and all of a sudden he's, oh, yeah, I see it. There's nothing to see because he didn't make anything. But he's convinced the Emperor now that he's got not only new clothes, but they're astounding. They're unbelievable. They're better and different than anything anyone's ever had. And he puts the outfit on and proceeds to go and have a parade in his honor. And here he is on top of the float, waving at all the people. Not wearing any clothes. Well, the people don't want to act stupid. Like, they're not going to say that they don't see clothes or anything. So they're going to be like, oh, my goodness, what an amazing outfit. This is terrific. You look amazing. But finally, a small child, because kids will tell you straight up, looks up and says, but Mommy, he's naked. Why did I tell you that story? Well, it's real simple. I'm watching a bunch of reviews after last night's pay-per-view truck wreck. And I'm watching people turn around saying that this is a great event, great pay-per-view, giving 4-star matches out like they're cotton candy. Y'all drank the Kool-Aid, or you just don't want to admit you got took for $35. I'm here to tell you I got took. Fool me once, shame on you. When I saw the first guy doing his his live stream review right after it went off the air, and he's talking about the Cody match in particular, and he called it, and I quote, phenomenal. I'm sure if he looks up the word, he'll change his review. There was absolutely no part of that match that was phenomenal. Their match goes about 12 minutes long. First off, it's the 4th match of the night. We'll start with that. Happy for me, excuse me. I'm happy because I had to go to work last night, and I figured I wasn't going to see the main event, thinking that was the main event. Silly me. So the fact that I actually got to see the match that I actually paid for, that's a win. However, 12 minutes into the match, and it was mediocre at that point, at best. I've never been a Nick Aldis fan. Not from Magnus, not to Nick Aldis. I kind of like the fact that he was a step up from Tim Storm, but so am I. So at least it puts some sort of a name on the belt, but not a legitimate one, and they still haven't. I'm going to tell you something right now, straight up. Cody Rhodes does not, never has, never will have the it factor. He doesn't have it. Dustin didn't have it. Goldust had it. And Stardust had it, but Cody didn't like Stardust. Go figure. It was the first time I found you entertaining and watchable because you had a personality, finally. And don't get me wrong, I think Cody Rhodes is probably the coolest dude in the world. Seems like a good family man. I'm sure he's a great husband. I'm talking strictly wrestling. I'm talking about, can you make me want to spend $1? No. Now, are there other people out there that do? Yeah, but man, some of these brainwashed sheep, they're just told, oh, yeah, Cody's the man, Cody's the man. Oh, okay. Bullshit, man. You got to have more than that going on. You don't remember the card from last night? That's sad. If that's the truth, that's sad, and that says a lot. Now, for me, it was the first time to see a lot of these guys and girls. I wasn't blown away. The one person that I thought was awesome was Penelope Ford. And she was a valet, for lack of a better term. But there's a moment where she gets in the match and she does some shit. And best of the night. This girl was spot on, fluid. WWE needs to get her in the women's division, man. I was blown away by the little spot she had and a few different moves she put together, but they were absolutely crisp and on point. And damn, nobody else did that last night that I saw. Now, in all fairness, like I said, I had to get to work, so I haven't seen anything from, what's his face here? Kenny Omega's match to the end. I have not seen. I think there's 3 matches I did not see. Looking at the overall reviews, I think they were averaging 2.5 to 3.5 stars, so I didn't miss much. And I'll watch it later eventually, but it's not going to change my opinion of the event in any way, shape, or form. It was a hot mess. The girls' match scared the shit out of me. There were a couple of times where I thought somebody was going to get legit hurt because a couple of those girls did not belong in the ring. They need a lot more training. The dentist chick, I can't remember her name. She's like a legit dentist, which I believe that part. And I say go to that career. Almost killed Tessa Blanchard. And then all these tools are out there. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, I already posted the clip. You can go check out the Twitter account. Oh, Cody got that ass kicked. Good. We're going to make a Nick Aldis. I know why nobody made one. Who gives a shit, right? And if anybody has an edit that they need made, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can't bang it out either today or in the near future. Anyway, this chick does Canadian pile driver and damn near killed Tessa Blanchard, man. That girl, I thought for sure she was going to fuck up her neck. And then they use that as a spot that they're highlighting on Twitter. And I'm like, a botch? Really? That's what you're going to go? Okay. There's another moment in that same match, and I forget the 2 women involved in this, but I can tell you the dentist, I'm pretty sure, was the one that fucked up. She's on the top rope. The other girl goes up there to get her a diamond cutter off the top rope. The girl that's going to hit the diamond cutter takes off in diamond cutter form, and our dentist forgets to go with her for a good second. And then and then she jumps into it, but it's already gone. I mean, the girl's already gone and hit the mat, and she's almost a full second behind her. But for no reason. You're not still in the headlock, so what the hell is the purpose? Why would you come off the... You'd have been better off selling it as if you held onto the rope and she slipped off or something. But no, that... Make it worse, the announce team. Oh, man, she caught her with a cutter off the top rope. Are you fucking... Come on, man. For all the times that through the NWA, WWF, WCW, whatever it is, where a botch takes place, they'd always cover it up to an extent as best you can by saying something along the lines of, well, he didn't quite catch him flush with that one, but I think it might have done some damage or something like that. Oh, God. Let me see. What we got going on here? Yeah, the Young Bucks apparently was the main event. Which, again, I haven't seen it yet. I will. I gotta say, I don't know how surprised I am that CM Punk didn't show. Let me scroll this down a little bit just so it doesn't cut into the picture too much. I'm not shocked that CM Punk didn't show when... Oh, let's talk about that. Oh, my God. Why don't we just redo this match in the meantime? So who does show, right? Omega wins his match over whoever the masked dude was. And the lights go out for an insanely long period of time for a little run-in spot. Seemed like a good minute and a half. Lights come back up. All is still good in the world. The masked dude's still laying down on his back. But you knew that it wasn't the same dude. Let me go this way with it. You knew it wasn't the same guy because he was big and fat. Then as he gets up and he starts to hit on Kenny Omega, it's like, oh, bad sportsmanship, bad sportsmanship. They're showing a close-up of his left arm, which happens to have a tattoo that we've only seen 1,000 times, and if you don't know whose tattoo it is, you're not a wrestling fan. So even though he's under the mask still, the idea of the angle that we're going to take the mask off for the reveal, the fucking tattoo is the reveal, you dumb shits. Now, I'm telling you as a person, I've got some ink. It's going to be, there you go. I've got some ink. And where I work, anything that can be seen cannot have tattoos. So if I'm wearing an outfit where I'm wearing, let's say, shorter sleeves, there's a special makeup they sell. It doesn't cost much. You can put it over tattoos, and it will blend it right with your skin, and it's magic, man. This stuff makes tattoos disappear until you wash it off. They couldn't invest $20 in this tube of makeup to cover the fucking tattoo, to at least extend the surprise. Matter of fact, it would have done a great job. It would have done a phenomenal job, because when you don't see the tattoo, you're not thinking Jericho. He's got bare arms, tattoos on Jericho. It's not Jericho. Who is it? But because you could see the fucking tattoo, you already knew who it was. And he's under a mask for what reason? Oh my God, the lack of logic in this shit. And even the friggin' announcers, again, I mean, the announcers pissed me off so many times. So, of course, Jericho hits with the code breaker in this mask character gimmick. Then all of a sudden, slowly removes the mask. That's Jericho! No fucking shit, you dumb motherfucker. We knew that when we saw the tattoo, you stupid shit. It was just so bad, but nothing, and I mean nothing, could compare to Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan is cancer. And I'm not going to say he's probably a good guy in real life. I don't know if he is. I don't give a shit if he is. He is poison to the professional wrestling industry and needs to go. Why anyone's giving that fucker a paycheck is beyond me, but he sucks balls. And the angle they ran with him, I'm like, if I hadn't paid $35, I'd have turned the whole damn thing off. He's apparently got some feud going with some other dude, which I don't know who that shithead was. They had the ladder match, which, by the way, this guy on 411wrestling.com gave it a 4-star match for the Chicago Street Fight. Are you kidding me? Have you not seen a hardcore match before? Do you not know what a 4-star match looks like? That was no 4-star match. It might have been 3, and it might have been one of the better matches of the night, but it wasn't no 4-star match, period. These guys were so hard on to make sure that they tell everybody it's a great event, great card, great matches, because they've been building up for so many months that, hey, you know, we don't need WWE. Well, I got an issue. Any episode of Raw in the last 2 months was better than what I watched last night, and that's saying something. Because we had a bunch of trained professionals on Raw. On All In, if you're lucky, 50-60%. The overbooking was unbelievable. You had Jerry Lynn as a guest referee. Halfway through the match, decides he's not a referee no more. Takes off the shirt, starts getting involved in the match. Then he decides he's referee again. Jay Lethal, who I love, thinks he's a great wrestler. I love Black Machismo. Thought that was good shit. I was glad he went back to Jay Lethal. He's on his way to the ring for his title match, ROH champ. And it's just him walking towards, you know, in the back locker room area, walking outward with the belt on. And you hear him talk, man, we got 15,000 people sold out. And you see this hand off camera reach in and kind of tap him on the shoulder. And then hand him a set of sunglasses that we've all seen before. And all of a sudden, he transforms into the Macho Man. Yeah. Okay. Fine, you know. Again, that was a big gimmick for him for a long time. It got over. I liked it. Nice move right on the chair. Hello. Let's make sure that's it. Ah, shit. Gotta love this game, man. Onto the fucking chair. So anyway, he gets in the ring now, doing all the Macho Man stuff. going around. And the hell the guy's name was he fought, I forget. He's the guy that won the Battle Royal on WGN beforehand. And he's accompanied by Brandy Rhodes, who's in her Sailor Girl uniform from the USO or whatever. And, oh shit, thought we evened it up in one fall apiece. So Brandy, all of a sudden, Machismo goes outside the ring and starts treating her like she was Elizabeth. Taking her by the wrist. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Over here. Stay right here. Yeah. And did the little thing under her chin and all that stuff. It was fun. So then she gets somehow in the ring. And, oh, he puts her up on his shoulder like after SummerSlam and, well, every title match he had. And while she's up there, she kind of moves her way to get off him, like, let me down. She jumps off him, turns around, slaps him on the shoulder. And all of a sudden, he's not Machismo anymore. He's back to Jay Lethal, but has no idea how he got in the ring. And, what happened? Where am I? What's happened? It's like, come on, man. What the fuck is that shit? But not to be outdone. Hey, man, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but All In was not amazing in my book. It was garbage. Nah, again, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm telling you, that was bullshit. It was cheap. It wasn't what I paid for, okay? That's old school bullshit. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Lanny Poffo doing his thing. That's what he does. Just like when Road Warrior Animal rode out on his motorcycle, I don't got a problem with that. But the Lethal thing, that just didn't work for me at all. Be one or the other and go through the match with it. I didn't have a problem with it being Black Machismo. It's switching out a character in the middle of a match. This is all the shit that's wrong. This is the stuff that hurts wrestling. I mean, it's not like the freaking cat's not out of the bag already. Ooh, shit, who got that one? 2 out of 3, buddy. Yeah, like I said, that's the way I feel about it. He should have hung on to either one. I don't care which one. Just stick with one. But not to be outdone. We'll go one more match with this, and then we're going to move on. From there, we move on to that piece of shit, Joey Ryan. Now, I don't even know where Ryan generally is competing right now, if he's ROH or what the fuck he's at, and I don't care because I would never watch him. I didn't know he was going to be part of this event, that's for sure. So the storyline apparently goes is that the dude that was in the ring that just won his ladder match, well, not the ladder match, but the Chicago Street Fight match. This is PS4, buddy, PS4. The dude that just won the ladder match, or the Chicago Street Fight, in the prior to the match promo clip, they kept showing how he killed Joey Ryan and beat him up in a hotel room, used a phone, smashed him over the head, and you see Joey Ryan all bloody in the head, and wasn't even real blood, by the way. And they did a real cheesy shtick about the whole thing with the bad detectives, kind of like when Edge and Christian would be detective. It was just really bad. But that wasn't the match he was having, so I wasn't concerning myself, although I'm like, why are they showing all this Joey Ryan footage? Well, because after he gets done winning the Chicago Street Fight and he's celebrating, the lights go out again. And what they try to do is they pull a shtick off The Undertaker. So anytime The Undertaker was ever written out for several months, like when Yokozuna beat him down in the casket match and all that stuff, and then he comes back where all of a sudden at a pay-per-view or whatever, lights go out, screen goes up, and you see the Taker rise or whatever the case may be. So here we go. The lights go out. Dude's celebrating. All of a sudden, screen pops up. There's Joey, still bloody, still laying in the hotel room bed. Camera kind of pans down towards his waist area. And he starts growing a boner. I shit you not. Now, for all the homos out there that want to watch that, knock yourself out. But I do think the majority of wrestling fans, especially for that event, are heterosexual men. What makes you think any of us are going to be the least bit interested in seeing Joey Ryan get a fucking boner? How in the world do you think that is worth $35? But they're not done yet. Oh, no, there's more. So the Undertaker would have the Druids show up with the torches, and then all of a sudden he'd come out. What does Joey Ryan have? He's got 6 to 8 adult men, sort of. I don't know if they don't live in their mom's basements. Wearing inflatable penis costumes. Full body, head to toe. With their faces cut out, so their face is there. Moms will be proud. They got a big penis head on top. They got balls on the bottom. That's not a gimmick. That's bullshit. That has no place in wrestling. At all. There is no audience for that. None. That is the absolute shit. And Joey Ryan is absolute shit. He is a fungus. God forbid anyone had kids watching that thing. I have no... Oh, what, the Undertaker? You're going to even try and compare Joey Ryan to the Undertaker? Get fucking wrecked. Get a clue. Get a clue. The Undertaker's got a freaking 25, 30-year career selling out 30,000-seat arenas. Joey Ryan couldn't fill a gymnasium. I cannot even believe you would try and compare the two, dude. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you, man. So as I said, I didn't see the last 3 matches. I will watch them later. But everything up to that point, it was either not good or total shit. And for all these people trying to say, oh, great event and 4-star match, and bullshit, man. You know what? Emperor's clothes, buddy. You drinking the Kool-Aid. You don't want to admit you got ripped off for $35. You want to act like you're all cool and you're with the new, wrestling and you're marking out. And nah. This was supposed to be wrestling and it wasn't. Now, somebody did make the point yesterday, because when I did that quick recap right after it went off the air, and I mentioned Madison Square Garden before WrestleMania, I'm not going to have anything to do with it after this. They made the mention, well, yeah, this was Cody and the Young Bucks. That's going to be Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has always put on a good show that I've ever seen. I've been to a couple, and they've always been good shows. I may rethink that. If they have Joey Ryan on the card, then I'm not getting it. But last night was just so bad, man. I wanted Cody and the team to do good. I wanted them to bring a big show home. I wanted indie wrestling to have a 10,000-seat successful event. I don't even think it's going to be a successful event at the end of the day, because they spent so much money. And I don't think it was used all that well. I mean, I don't know how much, like, Lanny Poffo got paid. I don't know what Diamond Dallas paid. They had fucking Glacier. Glacier. I'm hoping to God you didn't pay him. He wasn't worth shit when he was on the card. No, I don't like Joey Ryan, period. I've never thought he was good. I don't think he's a great worker at all. Name a major promotion that Joey Ryan has ever drawn a nickel for. I'll give you an hour. It would take you that long and you still won't come up with one. If he was any good, he would have made it somewhere in all these years. Hell, he couldn't even stick with TNA. When you're not good enough for TNA, especially back then, Lucha Underground, are you kidding me? I said a major promotion, man. They're on a channel that almost nobody watches. What major? They don't have pay-per-views. They give their shit away for free. And I kind of like Lucha Underground style. I haven't watched them in a long time, but I did watch like the first probably 3 seasons. And I did like their style and the way they presented it. I thought their stories were much better done. Production was much better. But again, even in Lucha Underground, what main event did he have? See, that's free television. The people don't pay a nickel to go watch that shit. It's free entry. He did not sell a ticket. They were there for a free wrestling card. He happened to be there. Johnny Mondo, that's a guy who did something in Lucha Underground, okay? And by the way, he could have done something more in WWE if they would have pushed him right. Yeah, buddy, getting into the taping is supposed to be free. Anything that's going to be put on free public television, they're not allowed to charge for. That's an FCC rule. I used to go to the WCW shit all the time when they were tape out in Orlando, and I am telling you right now, the only time they ever got away with that was WWF back when they would do their all-month tapings, and that's because they had a series of matches that were not for television. Holy shit, look who got a match win. 1 out of 3, Cody. Better than none. Anyway, I digress. I'm just going to stick to my guns that was an absolute train wreck. It was terrible. It was a waste of $35. And I think anyone being honest will know that that's the truth. But like I said, there are a lot of people today, and even after the event yesterday, that were so sold on the Emperor's New Clothes, they weren't going to admit that after all the hype, nothing special happened. But I'm here to tell you, nothing special happened. There isn't a memorable match on that card. There isn't one match that 5 years from now people are going to go back to. You look at Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man Randy Savage, WrestleMania 3, bam. People automatically remember the match. And that is not, Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, name one. There's no way. I missed Jericho? No, I didn't miss anything. I saw Jericho. You missed the stream, buddy. I already covered that. You want me to do it again? I'll do it again. They fucked it up. What else is new? They fucked everything up. The lights were out for way too long to begin with. Shouldn't have been out as long as they were. They come up. You got a fat guy in the costume now, so you already know it's somebody else. You would have known anyway, but okay, there's a fat guy in the costume now because Jericho's getting up there in age and he's gaining weight. As soon as he gets up and starts wailing on the guy, guess what you see is the fucking tattoo. What's the point in having him under a mask for this grand illusion and then have the unmasking moment when the tattoo is right there? And what you missed earlier, Cade, is I was telling people I've got tattoos myself. I know there's a makeup they sell for tattoos if you have to cover them up, which occasionally I do. It's not that expensive. It's a whole lot less than that cheap-ass pyro they spent money on. They could have covered that damn tattoo in less than 10 minutes. And that would have extended, as a matter of fact, it would have added to it because people would have thought, oh, that's Jericho maybe. Well, wait, there's no tattoo. No, it's not Jericho. It would have thrown them for a fucking loop. They wouldn't have known. Yeah, but with Malenko, you don't know until the mask comes off. Again, I didn't have a problem with the angle, even though, yeah, you're right, it's a callback and it's been around as long as dirt. I don't have a problem with that. What I am saying is they didn't make a big effort to make it work. Because when you saw that tattoo, are you going to tell me you didn't know it was Chris Jericho before the mask came off? Well, for him to wear a bodysuit, then the guy in the match would have had to wear one. But yeah, that would have worked. That could have worked. But this is my point. They didn't think that through. Between the two different options, neither one popped into your empty heads. I want one person to tell me that I didn't know it was Chris Jericho until he took the mask off. I got news for you. The makeup he had on his face when the mask came off, that did a better job of hiding his identity than the friggin' arm. And you can put makeup on his face, but you can't put... Oh, my God. Man, it just gets worse the more I think about it. So, no, I didn't miss Jericho. They did. They missed Jericho. All right, we're going to get into this thing here. I'm getting wound up, man. See what you're doing to me, Cade? Winding me up like that, Cade. Why? I don't even think you like the show. I think you're just trying to wind me up. You're just trolling me. I wanted to like it. I tell you to God, man, I paid $35. I could have just waited the next day and downloaded it off Pirate Bay, right? I said, no, I'm going to give him the money, man. We need to have somebody else make some money and get successful with this shit and give Vince a run for his money. Well, Vince don't give a fuck. He's going to go play football. But give somebody over in WWE a little shot in the ass. Say, hey, man, pick up your game because it's starting to suck. I didn't get to see that match yet, so I can't comment on that one. I'll watch that later on. JH, what's up, buddy? And the only reason I might like those last three matches because it doesn't have any of these guys that only have three matches. Oh, that was the other one. I didn't bring that one up. What's the douchebag's name from The Arrow? Forgetting his friggin' name already. Well, whatever. His third professional match, and you can put him on your big pay-per-view. I get it. They were hoping to get some crossover fans or whatever. Man, no. Bad idea. I mean, he did great for a guy with three matches under his belt. Yeah, there you go, Steve Amell. Oh, he better lose for the love of God. He was going against Christopher fucking Daniels. If they would have had him beat Daniels, I would have probably turned it off then. Yeah, and I've said it before. Vince actually has a shot now because fans are really getting sick and tired of these NFL players. And if he can give them a solid product, good football, and I guarantee you their people stand for the fucking national anthem. Don't you think for a minute they're not? Gosh dang this thing. I still can't believe nobody made a Nick Aldis. Aldis is American, right? Strikes me as British for some reason. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to guess he's like 6'2", maybe. We'll go 6'1". Wow. All right, let's see here. He is UK. All right, well, I thought so. All right, well, let's go with this. I'm not going to say he was terrible. He wasn't particularly good, but he's never been particularly good. So for a Nick Aldis match, it was okay. But the booking was god-awful. They get 12 minutes into the match. Cody comes off the apron. He hits him with an uppercut, which, all right, good enough spot. You know, not great, but all right, you can work with that. But that is supposed to be this huge injury to Cody Rhodes where now all of a sudden he's out and Diamond Dallas Page has to come down and what's his fuck comes down and all of a sudden Diamond Dallas Page is in the ring just to hit a diamond cutter for no apparent reason. And then Diamond Dallas Page goes back to the locker room and leaves Cody there on the ground where he found him. With friends like that, who needs enemas? And then Cody, after like what seemed like 12 minutes on the floor, referees no counting this thing because of the importance of the match. By the way, he already threw up the X, a half hour ago, and no medical people have come out, by the way. You got pyro. You don't got a friggin' EMT that can come out and pretend to do shit. After at least, I got to believe it was 5 minutes. I'll time it, but I'm willing to bet it was a 5-minute dead spot, and you took the crowd out of the match. Or they had the worst audio crew in the history of wrestling, because I am telling you right now, for a Chicago crowd that wanted this event from the opening bell of the opening match, there were moments in matches where they popped, don't get me wrong, but I was expecting this rabid fan base that was just going to be like, I just started watching a little bit of the free kickoff show. They go live, and you're still hearing all this shit. Yeah. It's like they're on fucking live TV. They didn't even kill the mic or tell the guy he's on TV or what the fuck. Meantime, you would think they counted the crowd down and you'd have all in. Nothing. That crowd was not a good Chicago crowd, and they have some awesome fans. But they weren't there last night, not bell to bell. Oh, Jim Cornette, I cannot wait. Dude, fuck Christmas. I am waiting for Jim Cornette's podcast on All In. I am just going to sit there with a bag of fucking popcorn and listen to Uncle Jimmy. And then we can both be wrong for all the people that loved this show. Will not like it. I cannot wait to hear what he says about Joey Ryan. I can't wait. Dude, all right, let me get back to that. I'm so sidetracked right now. No way. I don't know. He might find a nice thing to say about one or two matches is my guess, because I could probably do that. But, yeah, that's going to be about where it goes. I had found a face that I thought I could use for Nick Aldis. Now I can't remember which face it was. I should have made a mental note. We'll try this one. I'm not sure it's going to work or not. Yeah, I am absolutely just stoked waiting for Jim Cornette. Oop, I went too far already. Back it up. And let's see. Nikki Aldis. What's that? Let's give him something to work with here, huh? Okay, now back to where I was. It's a maybe. Seems like he's got a bald spot on top. I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, it's doing it with all of them now, so... Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see. Well, we got here. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say CM Punk wouldn't show, but I wasn't expecting him to. Wasn't surprised that he didn't. Maybe that's the best way for me to phrase it. Upper arm, lower arm. Let's see, upper arm. And after the way they botched Jericho, probably better he didn't. Accessories. There we go. Okay, now we get over into our trunks. Now, not only will he shit on him, but I can't wait to hear what he says. Yeah, I'll say one thing about CM Punk. Man stuck to his word. He said he wasn't all in, and then he wasn't, so... This kind of seems like there's this empty spot. There we go. Let's see. By the way, I'm basing this off of the picture he's got on Wikipedia, so... or that Wikipedia has on him, more specifically. Well, a lot of this shit barely even shows up on the figure. That could probably work. Yeah, we'll leave it white for the moment. It'll be easier to find it. Okay, we're gonna go with thigh. And shoes. There we go. And let's see. Okay. Do I have the NWA belt? Yeah, I made one. I have no idea who did the Lex Luger. I think I only saw one, but that was a week ago, so there may be more than one out there now. Blaze, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm just getting my rant out of the way. Did you get All In yesterday? Thank you, man. I'm starting to remember why I liked this game so much back in the day. You know what, JH, here's the deal. I actually watched a pretty good review of this game, and the guy says right up the bat, this is not a game you're going to buy and play if you've never played it before. It's a game that you have to spend time to learn. Now, the good thing is, if you find that, editing is not your strength, I'd still mess with it anyway because it's fun. But there's a lot of stuff you can download, obviously. But where the game shines is when you let it play itself and you just sit back and watch. I hardly ever actually play any of these matches. It's nowhere near as much fun and it's nowhere near as entertaining because you pretty much know you're going to win. Whereas if you get the logic all tweaked out right, man, these guys can have some really good matches. Yep. Well, I'd definitely like to hear your opinion on All In once you get through it. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so that's the body done. Yes, good. I guess I can make some other attire changes, but for right now, we'll start with that. Very good, Sean. Yeah, it's a fun game. It really is, and I do think it would transcend to even a younger audience. All right, we gotta go with the UK thing. England. Skill, none. Oh, hell, man. I have a hard time making him a B. He's just not. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Plus, you lost to Cody, so you're definitely not a B. Charisma, none. I was talking about that, JH. It was so badly done. Oh, my God. It's like you've got national television to sell a pay-per-view. Here we go. You got me wound up. The whole fucking purpose of the free, well, it's not free, but the hour of free television to the fans is to make them buy the pay-per-view. Remember when the WWF had a pay-per-view and they'd had the free-for-all? They would always have some part. Yeah, they'd throw a couple of garbage matches at you for free. But then something would happen backstage that you knew was going to affect the card. Or all of a sudden, somebody would show up and you're like, oh, shit, look who's here. You do something in that 1 hour to make people say, fuck, here's my money. Let's see what happens. Now, I haven't seen the whole hour yet. I'm going to be fair. But I don't think they did shit. I can tell you the first 20 minutes of it they wasted. You got the Young Bucks and Cody out there. Oh, by the way, good idea, wasting money making belts. Belts for yourselves that have no value anywhere. All In championship belts. What a waste of money. At the end of the day, and I don't know, it's a private entity, so they don't even have to tell us anything, but I'll be very, very curious to know if they made anything. Between production costs, the building costs, the friggin' ridiculous roster of talent, not that they were all great or anything, but man, it still costs money to get these people on TV. Yeah, you're right. It was more of an infomercial for pro wrestling t-shirts, which I'm sure paid the bulk of the bill for that. And I'll tell you this much, I'll still support Cracker Barrel just because they supported wrestling. You know, I'm sorry you guys supported a shitty one, but maybe next one will do better, and hopefully you'll still invest in that. And All right, let's see here. There, we'll go with the heel. He shouldn't have a critical at all, quite honestly, but I'll let him have that much. Oh, were those the ROH six-man titles? My bad. It looked to me like I thought I saw it on it, like they were all-in titles or something. All right, well, that's my bad then. I didn't catch that. Yeah, dude, it's a huge waste of money. If you haven't already spent the money, I wouldn't, but that said, I did. Okay, well, that makes a little bit more sense because I thought I saw something for that. What was that? Shit. The Canadian dude. What the fuck? Lance Storm used to do that with the Canadian sticker on the U.S. title. That was always funny. Yeah, good enough. Well, almost as retarded as the dog coming down to ringside with him. I'll tell you what I did kind of like, and I was surprised they didn't do it. When Tessa comes out and Magnum and Tully were both there, I was under the impression that her and Tully weren't like on good terms or anything, but I guess that might be wrong. And I thought at least Magnum would have come out for Dustin's match. All right, well, one of us is right. I don't know. I thought they were custom all-in belts. They really didn't look like stickers were on them. Yeah, I mean, you always hear her refer to Magnum as her dad, and I just figured, why would you do that if you also referred to... I guess you could refer to both of them as your dad. But I always thought it was kind of a slap in Tully's face when she would do that, so that's why I presumed that they weren't getting along. But, hey, man, what do I know about the arrangements? I'm not going to get too crazy here with this boy. Parameters. Oh, and then there's the movesets. depressing. Looks like that's the only voice they gave anything. Yeah. I'm trying to find the moveset here. Wow. They almost always list the movesets of the wrestlers in Wikipedia. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever seen them not do it. Here's a headline. Nick Aldis says the WWE isn't signing him for BS political and personal reasons. It could have something with the fact that you suck. Let's not rule that out altogether, okay? Oh, this is unfortunate because I really don't know his moveset. I haven't watched him enough to give a shit. Let's see if we can find some squash match on YouTube real quick. I know he's got that cloverleaf thing he tries to do. How bad did that look, by the way?
Chevy Equinox has everything you need to do everything you want.
Oh, be quiet. Top 30 moves of Magnus. All right, let's see. Back. Kick. Illegal low blow. That ain't gonna work. Standing, running. Oh, there it is. Shot block. Made the top 30 list. Yeah, we'll give that. Close enough. Aldis has a spear, does he? Trying to find. Oh, there it is. Hoping to find one out of the corner, but didn't see anything. Of course, most of this moveset is going back to TNA. Well, that's probably what I wanted. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Front grapple, front grapple. Yeah, I guess technically that's true. Cody and Dusty first father and son team because, well, wait a minute. Dory Sr. didn't have the NWA title? We're working on Nick Aldis. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't get how Nick Aldis was able to do well. Again, Billy Corgan's in a tight spot trying to raise that title up a little bit. And I think he's doing a good job realistically. I mean, he started out with Tim Storm, let's be honest, okay? And again, nothing against the individual. Tim Storm seems like the coolest dude in the world. And for what it was, when he had it, he was a good champion. But he wasn't going to advance it. Nick Aldis was a step up. Now you're looking at Cody Rhodes. That's still a step up. I don't know how much higher up Billy Corgan can go because he don't have the dough. some reason I thought Dory had it. Dory Sr. Delayed vertical suplex. Let's see if we can get us a delayed vertical suplex in here. Do they not have just a regular suplex? That might work. Oh, wait, never mind. Are you going to tell me they don't have a regular suplex? Holy shit. Hey, look, Joey Ryan. I don't know that he could do any worse than whoever booked last night's crap. I'm guessing it was Cody and the boys. All right, let's try. Maybe it needs to not be one of these big match or big moves here. Yeah, it looks like pretty much the same exact ones. I mean, I know there's definitely got to be a regular suplex in here. I just don't know why I'm not finding it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm. Just go with that, man. Close enough. And looking for opponent down. Face up near legs. I'm gonna skip around here a little bit. Looking for a power bomb here. If they were alphabetical, that would probably help a little bit, don't you think? How's there no power bomb? Wow. We're in the medium range. I guess we can go into the big range. Or did I already do that with no luck?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that called?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Damn, his whole finisher is pretty boring, man.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, guy.
Yeah.
Can't listen to that shit. Tackle.
Yeah.
All right, we're good enough. Oh, wait, we got one more to do yet. Okay. It's a little time consuming, no doubt about it. Well, the thing about, I thought Aldous would win it back too, to be honest with you, if he did lose it, which of course he did. And the one thought that went through my mind as the match was, getting to the injury angle they ran, is that CM Punk was going to run out and cost him the match, Cody the match. And that would set up a CM Punk Cody match, which would be a lot bigger draw. That didn't happen. So Cody doesn't need to defend it where Aldous was defending it on freaking NWA Hollywood, which is not a bad program for indie shit. But again, Billy Corgan has a bigger picture in mind. He's doing it right. I give this guy credit. He's very smart with what he's doing. He doesn't have the NWA as a league. He doesn't have a roster. He has a title. He has a champion. That's it. So wherever there is a match or a card being held, hey, let me get my guy on the card. Bring the NWA World Title, we'll have a match. It's brilliant. He's not paying for the building. He's not paying for the talent. He's paying for his guy and that belt. And he's building it up. Now, once you build it up enough, then maybe you look down the line of putting a roster of talent together. We'll see. But in the meantime, he has steadily gone up the ladder, and you're not going to do it overnight. It's not like Brock Lesnar is going to sign with him. What arena did you have in mind? Arenas are real quick, too. Now, I haven't seen Cena in forever. It's about time for a new finisher, though, man. He's getting older. Come up with something else, man, before you retire. Yeah, and I'd be honest with you, I like the traveling title thing. It has a very, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln thing to it, you know? All right, moveset. We're good with the moveset. Oh, shit. Likelihood to use move at long range. How can you use a move at long range? What do we got here? Knife edge chop at long range. I guess. Kick. Initiate grapple. Yeah, Cena's done more than one fat girl. That was actually when I started liking Cena. He did a Howard Stern interview years ago. This was when he was really peaking, right before he, well, maybe not right before, but probably not far away from the time that he got with Nikki. Maybe a year or so before that. Anyway, on the Stern show, Howard told him, it's like, yeah, look at you. You're all built up and you got all this and this. You don't do no fat chicks and all that. And he's like, yeah, man, it's all good. And Howard didn't buy it at first, and he told him the story about, I guess there was some fat chick got backstage, and, it was no secret that John was getting with the girls after matches and stuff, and one of them, I guess, said, hey, there's one for you, and he said, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. And he's like, bullshit, I dare you, and he went and did it. But I thought that was kind of cool of him, the fact that he's not judgmental, which most of us are. I'm here to admit it. I can't do a fat girl. There's no way it's going to happen. And the fact that this dude, in the prime of his life, could get any damn hot piece of ass he wanted, he took the fat girl home. So he got some props from me on that one. Louisville, Kentucky. Home of Jim Cornette. Let's see, opposite against corner. Down near corner. Nah. Oh, we get the spear. Let's get that spear in there. Yeah, because I gave him such shitty offensive numbers, which he's earned those, by the way. You want to give him the opportunity to at least go for pinfalls and shit to kind of offset it and at least make him some sort of a viable threat. So it's important that if you ever dumb down the offense on somebody who's not super offensively minded, that you find a way to give them some opportunity. So if he's able to get this guy into a critical condition, he can go for a pinfall or something. All right, we're going to be good with that. And we're going to put him in indie heel. Yeah, did you put him up yet? I haven't even used the ones I downloaded. I have no idea. All right, let's see. We're going to go and return. Yeah, we were talking about that hour opening show a minute ago. I never got to finishing it up. So that whole first segment is just about, it was like they're having this friggin' little private party for themselves. It's like, hey, who wants free stuff? And here's shirts. And it's like, that's the stuff you do before you go on the air. That's the pump stuff that you do before we give the countdown. We're going to be live in 5, 4, 3. They didn't do none of that shit. That crowd, that friggin' camera turned on live, and you think that crowd was at a friggin' funeral. Maybe they were showing John McCain stuff on the big screen. I don't know. No, you did them in 2K18. I got you. All right, publish wrestler. And after this, we'll throw him into a match too and see how he does. former NWA champion. Oh, champ, not chap. Well, actually, he's British, right? So chap works. TEW. I have not. No, but it sounds decently funny. Die hungry. All right, if anybody's interested in Nick Aldis, it's up there. What was the other thing I was thinking about? All right, there's another ring I wanted to make, so we'll go ahead and do the ring thing. Somebody was requesting a ring a moment ago. Ring edit. How convenient. Okay, well, you'll be able to do that one. Do that with this one once the DLC drops. Yeah, the old magazine games, man. Anybody else ever have that Superstar Pro Wrestling game with the dice? Oh, what's going on here? Back out, back out. There we go. Oh, man, that was a fun game. Somebody went and turned it into a game that you could actually play on a PC, and it's all text. But it uses really good. So you got 2 dice that you roll for each wrestler, and that gives you numbers from 2 to 12 that could possibly come up. But there are statistic possibilities on what numbers will most likely come up when you roll 2 dice. So numbers like, I think it's 6, 7, and 8 are significantly more likely to come up than a 2. For a 2, you'd have to roll 2 snake eyes, and that doesn't happen when you're rolling 2 dice a lot. So the moves that were more common, like maybe a clothesline or a suplex or whatever, they'd be in that 6, 7, and 8 category on the player's chart. And then to hit a special move, then it depended on how good a wrestler. So if you were a jobber, to hit your special move, you'd have to roll a 2. Well, the same logic also applied to whether you'd be on offense or defense. Again, if you were a stronger wrestler, then your offensive opportunities would be in that 6, 7, 8, 9 category. And if you were weak, then there'd be 2, 3s, 11s, and 12s. So it took all that into consideration, put some stats together. And once you played the game for a little while, you could come up with your own. I had my own cards and everything. I went and had some professional company do the printing. I had the card, and I just whited out all the names and the moves and stuff, had them print them up, and then I started typing them in. I had a word processor back in the day. Then once computers started getting a little bit better with things like publisher programs, I just scanned the blank card in and just typed it straight on there and printed them right out. Superstar Pro Wrestling game. You could probably find a copy of that thing on eBay. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. You know what? This game, it's not if you like it. I mean, if you're enjoying it, it's not. I mean, that last one was tedious because I'm not an Aldous fan, but I wanted to make something halfway decent in case somebody is and wants to download that. If it's somebody I'm liking, then it's not so bad because you want to tweak the numbers. You know exactly how good or bad the individual is. What was I just? All right, that was the ring. Ring is done. So now this isn't that bad. Oh, Superstar Pro Wrestling? No, man, it sounds that way, and it takes a few minutes to figure it up and understand it. But once you got it down, man, you never played Stratomatic games back in the day? They had like the NHL, Major League Baseball with the stat cards and all that shit. It's a much simpler. Now that was a tedious game. Holy shit, Stratomatic. But man, you want realistic. Those stats were pinpoint precision in Stratomatic. But I'll tell you what, no, I really got a lot of hours out of Superstar Pro Wrestling game. I mean, hell, I could bust that thing out right now and do it again. You learn how to move quick with it once you're used to it. See, now you got me wondering. Let me see what I can find on eBay real quick. Probably going to make somebody some money right now. Holy shit, there it is. Bam, right off the bat. Third card set, 1983 Stars of the 80s for $19.99. They got the 87 set with Dusty Rhodes on the cover for $17.88. The deluxe set, is that the same or different? I don't know if it's different, but there's several variations of it available for less than $20. Just looking at it brings back all the memories, man. This was back before we had PCs and gaming systems and all that. This is just when you had to use your imagination. Superstar Pro Wrestling game. Get it today. M. Dickey Wrestling Games? I can't say is that I have. You say Fan Dickey or M. Dickey, and I'm thinking, is that Joey Ryan-based game company or? All right, let's do a match here in the new arena, shall we? Unless Pentagon comes with the game. Is Pentagon in here? Anybody know? Don't see no Pentagon. Yeah, I mean, somebody may have made them already, but I haven't downloaded them. I know that. All right, we're going to look at the new arena. Cause are on 2K18. I don't have that on right now. This game has edits. You got to get with the lingo now. The Fire Pro people get real upset when people refer to these as cause. They don't like that word. Slick Nick gonna get that ass kicked. I have not done a match. I've got several MMA wrestlers. Maybe after this one we throw one of those up there. Kenny Omega. Brawl for all. To the eyes, and Nick Aldis in trouble. I'll say one thing, when you download a logo for the ring aprons and stuff, I really like, it gives it a texture. You can bring in a really clean image and all that, but it does something to it. It looks good. So we see those moves starting to come in that we put in there. And again, based on the likeliness and timing of when he would use them. New Legacy, man, that is one of my favorites. I do like what those boys do. Talk about guys that have fun. Holy shit. As much as I'm looking forward to 2K19 and doing my thing with it, I can't wait to see them try to break it. I got to go back and tweak some of my rings. I forgot that they had the regular turnbuckles in this game. I thought they only had the full triangle pads. Oh, shit, man. Kenny Omega is getting his ass kicked by a guy who I gave shitty stats to. Come on, Kenny. They killed Kenny. You bastards. All right, we need a run-in right now. This is getting out of control. Oh, look at him sneaking out the back door. Omega plants one right in the midsection. Well, there's that finisher. Damn, he nined it. Yeah, you know what? All right, here's the thing. Let's talk about, all right, Cornette. I think the main reason, there's probably others, but I think the main reason Cornette holds, I wouldn't even say a grudge, but a dislike for Kenny Omega is those two big matches he had in Japan, big in the sense that everyone's seen them by now. One is against the blow-up doll, the other is against the 8-year-old girl. Which, by the way, were better than any match last night. Both of those. And his point of view, and I don't disagree with it, is, look, wrestling's been exposed. It's not like nobody knows what's going on there. But he nined him again. Aldous better not win this fucking match. Uh-oh. And, you know, it kind of exposes the business when you can see an 8-year-old girl almost beat a 30-year-old man. Or a blow-up doll. But here's the thing. If you watch the match, and it's been hard to find, but if you can get a hold of and watch the match, Kenny Omega against the blow-up doll, he gets that fucking doll over. You forget it's a blow-up doll. You're actually rooting for it. I dare say there's no one on the WWE roster that could have pulled that off. Then you look at what happened like a couple weeks back, I guess. Izzy, the young girl, the Bayley superfan girl. At 11 years old, her parents thought it was a good idea for her to start wrestling, I guess. And she was in some, you know, bumfuck promotion nobody ever been to before. Maybe 100 people in the stands. And she pins the male heavyweight champion after hitting him with a Stone Cold Stunner, doing the crotch chop, which that was really cool for a young girl to be doing. Kick it out, Kenny. Oh, my God. How did that happen? Well, how can you take it seriously? So you got Izzy winning a male world championship or a heavyweight championship in whatever bumfuck promotion. And then you've got Nick Aldis, or not Nick Aldis, but Joey Ryan with his boner rising from the dead, coming out with a bunch of penises. I mean, come on. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff hurting wrestling right now, and I just thought what I saw last night, it was terrible. Does he pay you for that, or does he just like to shit on people? That got an 82. I gotta believe that was a freak accident that he won that match. Maybe I need to readjust his numbers a little bit. And that's the part of this game that is fun, because you do go back and start tweaking things when the wrong guy wins too many times, and you got to go tweak his numbers around a little bit. Let's see. Let's go back here. Do some MMA. Who's got anger problems? Jimmy? He does not, man. He gets angry perfectly well. It's like saying an alcoholic has a drinking problem. No, I don't. Only when the alcohol's gone. For me, a drinking problem is when there's no beer in the fridge. That's a fucking problem. I think I put these guys all under this. Let me see. Yeah, Chuck Liddell. Whoever made him gave him some outfits. Against Anderson Silva. Oh, yeah. That was back when he was doing the Raw segment where he did, and these are just my thoughts. I love when he went off on Hogan, too. That was another good one. And it is true, Hulk Hogan is a household name, but then again, so is garbage. And it stinks when it gets old, too. All right, let's see. Venue. Okay, I guess it's all set. Hopefully it is. Non-title random select. Give up only. Critical normal. Five rounds. Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands watching on the Nation Network, let's get ready to rumble! My Cornette voice is tired right now. I can hear the scratchy coming through. But thank you. All right, let's go. Quick bets. Put your bets down. Who's going to win this match? Don't wait till it's halfway done. If you don't get your bets in by the time there's a minute into this match, you don't get to bet. I'm going Chuck Liddell. And I have not made these guys, and I do not know their stats. Both men go for the same move at the same time, and neither one hit. Uh-oh. Junkie Boy gets in trouble there with a hammer fist. Oh! Nice move. Silva's got him. I don't see this going 5 rounds, folks. Again, both men with the same idea. Now Liddell getting some shots in, but look at Anderson Silva back and forth. These two men go. There's a reason this is inside of a cage. Silva takes him down and now hammering away. Referee's getting a close look. Oh, I thought he was going to stop the match. Two of us going for Chuck, 2 people going for Silva. The bell makes the save. We go to round 2. Silva opens up with a couple of stiff shots to the face. Liddell eats it, but returns the favor. Liddell's always going for it. Here come the knees. Silva better get out of this quick. Oh, he does. Oh! This could be it. He knocked him the fuck out with that punch. If it was in a regular wrestling ring, I don't think you can do all this MMA stuff. I think you have to be in the MMA ring to get the MMA effect. Unless you, I guess you could do a regular match and have it submission only. Oh, he's got his back. Liddell hammering down on Anderson. Oh, he's got the arm. The Iceman cometh. And now Liddell hammering away on Anderson Silva. Referee decides to let it go. Round 2 complete. I said it wouldn't go 5. Now I'm starting to wonder. Teeing off. Nice move right there by Anderson Silva. Liddell is down, in trouble. That arm is caught. And now Liddell with a camel clutch inside the octagon. And once again, Chuck Liddell has got the back. Somehow, Silva manages to survive and goes right back to the arm of Chuck Liddell. Oh, the Iceman's got him in a sleeper. Rear choke. That rear naked choke almost putting Anderson out. Here come the knees. Knee strikes to the head. Liddell is down, but Anderson has to try to regain his stamina here. And look at this. He's got him in a guillotine. Both of these men have come close. Oh, nice move. He's got it. He's got it. I don't think he's going to make it. The bell saved him. And we move to round 4. Oh, right back to that front face. Liddell managing out. Now the Iceman goes for the arm. He wants a trophy. He's going to take a piece of Anderson Silva with him. He does it again. Silva's feet have escaped the cage. Nice again. That guillotine chokehold is really wrapped deep in there. I thought he had him. I thought it was over. Oh, rear naked chokehold, and now the Iceman melteth. Not enough strikes for blood right now. It's all submission. Again, Liddell putting the squeeze. 30 seconds away from the end of the round if they make it that far. Both men with the same idea and they both miss. Rear naked. Oh, at the bell. That might have been it. This is the fifth and final round. It could go to the judges. Neither man wants that. Look at this. Silva's got the back. Liddell's in trouble. Oh, Liddell starting to really take on some damage in this match, and that should be it. I don't think he's going to get out this time. Referee right there, but somehow Chuck Liddell lives to fight another day, and now he turns the tables. Silva in trouble. These two guys beating the holy hell out of each other. And now the arm. That guillotine, he's got it deep. Less than a minute. This one may go to the scorecards. "30 seconds. Who wants it?" Liddell has got that front face chancery on. How the judge is going to see this one with 2 seconds left. Wait a minute. Did the referee call it, or are we going to the judges? I think we're going to go to the judges. Ladies and gentlemen, the referees declare this match a draw. Didn't they used to do scores in this one? I thought they used to do points and have a score that would show up on Fire Pro Returns. Pulled a 97 rating, man. That's not bad. It was a good match, disappointing end. Yeah, I didn't think they did draws. I thought they had judge scorecards. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. All right, let's bounce over and see what people have uploaded for us to download. It's always my favorite part of these games, even with the 2K stuff. Submission feat, what does that mean? Oh, is it? You can get Mike Tyson. I think I got Mike Tyson already. I downloaded him already. Are you saying with the submission feat that you can turn off the feature for that and let it be an all out? Because I guess that would make sense because they do go, both punching and yeah, that's probably right. Okay, good to know. I still thought they would have had scorecards though if it goes a distance. Because you can do boxing matches too, and I could have sworn they did scores. Where am I at here? Edit mode. Thank you. Takashi bites people. Oh, that's not nice. They are different styles of matches. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick for you. So with the S1, you set up a match with strikes only, no grapples. And what was the other one you were asking about? SWA is what we just did, and that's a mix. Well, it's a different one. That's actually probably the one I should have gone with, I guess. It's a mix of MMA and pro wrestling. Gruesome is the one we just did. It's an MMA match in 12-sided cage. So if it's an MMA match, then you should also have knockouts available. They do throw punches. Strikes only, no ground. Oh, that's for boxing. That's what that is. All right, let's go back to where we was. Edit mode. I'm wondering something here. I uploaded Ronda Rousey, and I've done some more work since then, and she's much better now than she was. And I'm wondering if I can do it this way and just override the old one, or if I have to go to the old one and then... Oh, there he goes. Good to know. Fear the Walking Dead tonight. I gotta get some sleep so I can wake up in time to see it. Yeah, they actually have a head for her. I just didn't realize it when I made the original one, so makes a big difference. Still haven't seen the guy that made Bobby Eaton. He hasn't done Stan Lane yet. I might end up just doing that myself. Matter of fact, I don't think anyone's made a Stan Lane, so that'll probably be the next one I do. It won't be today, but could be tomorrow. You never know. Oh, there's Ronda. The Great Muta. I downloaded one already, which I liked. Got Sting. Perfect. Nick Aldis. Who the hell did that? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Wonder if let's see if he got any bites. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Shit. Damn it. One wrong button, man. Go all the way back. Damn, I already got 50. Do you believe this shit? Oh, that didn't take much time at all. What's Ronda up to? I think she's doing pretty good for me. 1,400. It's respectable. Herb Dean. Oh, could use him for that last one, huh? Let's go ahead and download him for future MMAs. Jay Lethal. I think I already got him because there was only one. I should have checked him out. I think we'll do a Jay Lethal match before we wrap up. I like Hayabusa. He passed away, did he not? I got a Benoit ready. Cody. Oh, Mass Superstar. Good job. Always like the suit. Santa Claus. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta get your Santa on. In your house. I'll grab it. What the hell? I'm assuming it's Ring Apron. Yeah, we'll find out. High voltage? Oh, that. Yeah, I remember that vaguely. Tiger Mask. I'm going to say I don't think I do. All in. Yeah. The Goon. Duke Drozy. One of the reasons I stopped watching WWE. By the way, this, Duke Drozy, this is where Joey Ryan belongs. In that absolute unwatchable era of wrestling with Duke the Dumpster Drozy and the Repo Man and every other bad fucking gimmick that they thought we wanted to see that launched ECW because we didn't. I wonder what Heyman would have done with Joey Ryan. He could have done something with him. I don't think he'd have done what he's currently doing, but man, so many of these Japanese. I hated Nails, man. There was zero upside to that. I mean, he was literally going to go after one guy, and then that run is done, and then he's worthless. I don't think I've got Jarrett, but I'm also not a Jarrett fan, so I'm not in any particular hurry to get him. I'm pretty sure I got the Steiners already. Throw some names at me, guys. I need to download one more here. We'll figure somebody out that I don't have ready. Maybe Christopher Daniels. Wow, only one? When does he wrestle in a singlet? I have never seen him in a singlet. You know what, Justin? I'm going to do you one better. Imagine them in a feud for gimmick infringement. They could have a sword fight. Yeah, there's another good name. Bastion Booger. And again, that when you want to put a roster together that Joey Ryan belongs in, you have Bastion Booger and Duke the Dumpster Drozy for sure. That is literally all that piece of shit is worth. Is he like, anyone knows, is he a family man? Does he have kids? Should be ashamed. He's an embarrassment. Oh, I know who I want to try and locate here. Let's go back up here. Here's Jerry Lynn, Jerry Saggs. And still only one Jerry Lawler. Holy cow. I thought by now somebody had made another one. How are we doing with Jerry? Only 700. Man, that's not fair. Gotta show more love for the king than that. Jerry freaking Lynn. Damn it, I did it again. Yeah, Glacier. I'm telling you what, I could not believe he was there. Couldn't believe or didn't want to believe. One of those. Ah, nobody made one. All right. We're going to do a Jay Lethal, and then I think that'd be a wrap. So let's, oops. Let's go Landmine Death. How's that? I know I downloaded them. Where'd I put them? You'd have to be here. Highly doubt I would have put them in here. Jay Lethal. All right, let me try. Maybe I didn't assign them yet. Hold on. That might be what it is. The Heavenly Bodies. I do not. Has somebody actually made them? Yeah, I'll bet you anything I haven't assigned them yet. Wow, I have got a lot to assign, don't I? I have been slacking. All right, let's go. We got Hogan. Here, put them in the heel category. Let's try that again. We'll leave Kenny out there. Actually, I'll tell you what. Oh, I like that one. Good job. Oh, yeah. I downloaded them, but I haven't backed out and reloaded. Okay. Here we go. See if Nick Aldis beats him, too. If he does. I'm going to guess the last three were probably okay. Everything before that, to me, just maybe the Chicago street fight. I turned my attention away by that time because I was just kind of not impressed with what I was seeing. And I had a new studio lamp that I was putting together. Much more streamlined than my old one, which took up a lot of space. It was a great lamp, but it's just much bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I don't have that much space here in the studio, so I went with something a lot more friendly for the space I have. All right, folks, it's pick'em time. Who are we going to go with? Ooh, yeah. And the bell sounds, action's underway. We got people going for lethal now. I'm going to pull for Jay Lethal. I hope he wins. All this undefeated here. Nice reversal. Huge uppercut. Down he goes. Snapmare takes him over. Jay Lethal goes for the cover. He gets one. We're in what they call the feeling out process of this one. Super kick. Hometown. Into the corner he goes. And now, wait a minute. Aldis driving the shoulder into the midsection of Jay Lethal. And now Nick Aldis wraps him up in a figure four leg lock. Referee Charles Robinson there, but it's not going to happen. Ducks out the clothesline, but now Jay Lethal goes for the bow and arrow. He's stretching him out. Suplex takes him all the way out to the floor. Oh, I thought he was going to run out there and dive on him. Aldis from the top. Nails him with the elbow. I see me changing the stats on Nick Aldis. Another big suplex and Aldis is down. Come on, Jay, leap out onto him. Trading blows in the middle of the ring. You can have all the talent in the world. If you don't know what to do with them, if you can't book them right, by the same token, you can be Paulie dangerously and got the Sandman and made him a world champion. He had no talent at all. $2.9. Oh, Lethal went for it that time, but nobody home. He's in the tree of woe. By the way, that was something else about All In last night. If you were trying to get on Twitter, like, you know, I went to tweet something about Cracker Barrel when the fans were chanting Cracker Barrel. And I'm seeing clips from the match I'm watching that haven't happened yet. They were like almost a full 2 minutes behind. So if you're on Twitter, you're going to start seeing shit that's spoiling the match. There's that big knee drop. Figure 4 by Nick Aldis. Man, he keeps on missing that shit. He nines it. Going for the cover. Another 9. Come on, Jay. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got to tweak him. Oh, I thought he was going to hit him with the lethal injection right there for sure. I wonder if they have the off the ropes version of it. Stiff forearm shiver. Nice move by Lethal. Nick Aldis suddenly is in trouble. Here comes Lethal. Oh, I thought he was going to do it. Figure 4 leg lock in the middle of the ring. Referee calls it. All right, we got to do some tweaking here. Serious tweaking. I thought I gave him some shitty numbers, man. I'm surprised he's doing so well. Matter of fact, I thought I gave him too shitty a number. Oh, well. Let's start with parameters. All right, that'll get some of that taken care of. And then, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I hadn't seen him use a spear one time yet. Alright, so for Jay Lethal, we're going to have to make another one. By taking this one. He's got decent numbers. Why did he get his ass kicked so bad? Back cutter. Was that off the ropes? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Let me see. Triple team. Back out. Trying to see if there's any diving out of the corner grapple. Point face down legs. I don't think so. Front avalanche, back avalanche, inside.
Yeah.
Nope, guess not.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. All right, let's see. likelihood to allow the opponent's move to succeed. Here we go. Outside the ring. Rope slingshot. How come I didn't see that in the moveset? Alright. Let's... Well, while we're here. So we have rope slingshot, outside the ring, and running to outside the ring. Jay Lethal is not a do-nothing kind of guy. Rope slingshot to outside the ring, running to outside the ring. There it is, I missed it. See if we can find something super cool out of this. Kind of liking that one. We'll go with that. Let's see. Back cutter, that's what I'm looking for. Well, there it is. Days near the corner. See. Initial grapple. Down near the corner. Hopefully that'll make a little bit of a difference. Well, if you want to watch half a match with it, you can watch All In because he was machismo for the first half. Anybody know what Jim Cornette's schedule is when it comes to the podcast? I mean, would he possibly run one on a Monday? Or a Sunday, rather? Ooh, wrong button. Do that a lot in this game. Oh, man, I am just dying to hear him rant. Now, these crazy motherfuckers, they think they had... You would think they sold out a fucking arena, what, 3 months in advance? I can put on a fucking card? I got to look at Joey Ryan's dick getting hard? Give me a fucking break. Oh, he's going to go crazy. He's going to go crazy. Anyone who didn't find that insulting is not a wrestling fan. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't usually catch the podcast. I catch the clips that they put on YouTube. But you're right. You know what? I'm going to probably have to start doing something about that. I shouldn't be missing Cornette's podcasts. I'll listen to that shit at work all night long. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing with the holiday, although he's probably exploding right now and has to get it out. You know, I was going to wait till Tuesday, but fuck it, man. I dropped my $35 down because I wanted to support the boys, and then I'm watching Joey Ryan wave his dick in my face. I said, thank you, fuck you, bye. Oh, come on, Jimmy. Don't make us wait. All right, let's see if Mr. Lethal gets a little more lethal. We'll go machismo with him. Yeah. I need to get some more referees one of these days. When is he not mad at a person? Just the fact that they call it the dick flip. I mean, what the hell? Come on, man. Hey, I got an idea. I came up with this idea. You grab my dick. Well, that's it. Just grab my dick. All right, fine. Then grab my dick, and I'll wiggle it, and you go flying like it just hip-tossed you. Yeah. Gonna do the thing, yeah. Do the thing in the ring, yeah. Let me guess. I think I'm actually playing this one. I might not have set it to computer. Yep. Oh, well, I'm stuck. That's another thing about this game. It's not a button-mashing game. You have to time everything just right. It takes a certain level of skill to, if you actually play the game. I can't remember how you taunt. Whoopsie. Get my ass kicked in this one. Fuck. Damn. How much of this is I'm sucking and how much of this is for the new stats? Well, shit, Lethal no sells that. Comes out with a fucking pin. Tell you one of the other things I love about this game. No fucking mini game on a submission. It's all stat driven. Who had an argument over politics? How am I missing every damn shot? Now, the targeting on this thing does suck, which is why I prefer to sim them out. Finally. Oh. Yeah, me and Corny would never get along politically, but I love him. Oh, no selling lethal injection. Give me a fucking break. I don't know. They haven't made it official yet. There's always hope. Nothing else, this game's going to have it. All right, now let's try it again. And match mode here and see if that made a difference. Beat me wasn't that hard to do because I haven't played this game in a long time. Fight! All is doing better already now that I'm not controlling her. I don't know how anybody likes that. I don't know. I know I'm beating the shit out of it, but when I paid $35, I have the right. Nice little reversal there. Excuse me. Got that figure 4 leg lock on him. The lethal one. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I'd have paid $50 for that damn thing, I'd have lost my mind. I don't think I would have paid, quite honestly, for an indie show. They had the right price point. 35 is reasonable. Oh, there it is. Lethal injection. He got him with it. All this. Nobody home. Oh, I thought Jay was going up. There it is. Come on, pin him, man. Shit. Do not let this bitch win again. Yeah, well, back in the day, when they're charging $50 for a pay-per-view, there was only one every 3 months. I am definitely winding down here. Come on, Jay, put this bitch away. Oh, shit, that looks bad. The elbow. Oh, yeah. Damn. Come on, Jay. You got to win this match. I dumbed him down. Oh, shit. Black Machismo is getting wiped out. I don't think he wanted to get back in the ring. Oh, he went for it and he missed. Sit out. Pump handle. He got him. And all is right with the world. Yeah, like I said, couldn't have done no worse, right? All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. This has been fun as always. Next couple of days is going to be some 2K stuff. Got some AWA coming your way. We've got some Rise Wrestling coming your way. Monday Night Raw, that whole story going to keep on keeping on. We got NWA / make that WCW now. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I believe even Thursday morning I might have something going on. So check your local networks for the times in your area. It'll be probably Wednesday early morning, as in like midnight, 1 o'clock-ish, and same on Thursday. And then tomorrow will probably be early in the morning, like, 6 a.m. Well, not 6 a.m. Let's try more like 8:30, 9 a.m. All right. In the meantime, guys, I'll catch y'all again real soon next time when we are once again at ringside here on the Nation Network. See you soon.
I'm crumbling to pieces, little pieces.